It's always fun to look around and see fans singing our Stars Spangled Banner. Getting in the spirit. Should be a good one tonight. Don't go away. Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Chicago Bulls as they go up against the Detroit Pistons here at Little Caesars Arena. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. Now let's take a look at the Bulls opening lineup. At small forward and power forward, Porter and Young. White is out there with Junior, and it's Carter in at the center position. And for Detroit, Plumlee out there with Jeremy Grant. Then it's DeLon Wright. Then there's Cobb, and it's Jackson in at the small forward position. And tonight, we'll most likely see some stout defense. Chris, both these teams are terrific at limiting points.
Yeah, Kevin, these teams do all the little things on defense well. Great at helping over and contesting shots.
Cobb with the steal. Now Detroit moving it up. And the basket by Jackson.
And you got to admire the speed of Jackson. He's a nightmare in the open floor. Just has a knack for being in the right place at the right time.
And that one's good, Junior. Greg, recently we saw Junior spending some time with the fans after the game. You know, it's good to see the young man making that a priority in his career.
In general, most NBA players realize the importance of fan interaction. Some are just okay at it. Some are great. Hopefully, Junior falls into the latter of those two categories.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Chicago.
Well, some highs and lows for Kobe White in his rookie season. But you can see the upside he possesses, Kevin. White can get hot and fill it up in a hurry.
Here's Wright after the made shot from Wendell Carter. And Wright kicks to Grant. Jackson against Porter. Jackson passes to Plumlee. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Shot clock at 2. Jackson misses.
And with White, how about a 23-point quarter early in his NBA career?
White's numbers were pretty bad overall. But with that huge quarter he had, the streaky shooting, you can see what lies ahead.
Buries it from three-point range.
And with the confidence to sink shots from downtown, Cobb helps his team space the floor.
And White kicks to Porter. To the left side wing. Inside, Plumlee with the steal. And now here comes Wright, leading the break. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. And it's White with the rebound. Bulls trail by 3. Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
More of a shooting than passing guard. White still able to find the open man.
Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Cobb. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Cobb's got 7 points in the game.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
And when the bench steps up, it takes pressure off the starters. And they stepped up big in that game.
Chicago making a switch here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Wendell Carter. Lowry Marketing comes in for Thaddeus Young. Williams, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Levine subbed in for White. And here is Cobb after the three-pointer from Zach LaVine. And that one, good.
You can't leave someone open around Cobb. When you do, he makes sure to hurt you for that mistake.
And that one's good, Junior.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Griffin. He's coming off a 22-point game against Cleveland.
And they kept fouling him. I mean, It only made him more aggressive. He wound up having a huge night at the free throw line.
That gives them the lead. He's got 8.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Pistons trailing. Here's Cobb. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. For Chicago, they've gotten 6 of 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Right side, Markkanen. Down low. And Junior throws it down.
And it's important that Markkanen develops his floor awareness. I mean, passes like that go a long way.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Now, here's Cobb. 29 points for him last game against Cleveland.
I mean, and you look at his free throw numbers. I mean, this shows you how much pressure he put on the defense.
It's good. Levine's got 5.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Markkanen against Griffin. Clock at 6. Stewart misses.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything it can.
Right back after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
Taking a look at the Bulls, Levine and Valentine are the wingmen. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Junior. And it's Hutchinson in at the 4 spot. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Pacers, was terrific. He added 27 points, and there was no answer for him all game long. Looked like he got whatever shot he wanted out there. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
It's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he can...
Nah, man, you get little guy. Yeah, I got him. Hey, you get shooter. I got him. You got this guy out here? Yeah, I got big man.
And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for Chicago. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Thanks for the great interview, David, and we'll be back for the 3rd quarter. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Guys, Hendricks Cobb has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? Keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. They've got Cobb, Plumlee out there with Grant. And there's Jackson, and it's Wright in at the 1 spot. To the middle. And stolen by White. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And so Wright nails both of them. And Chicago has possession. It's a 3-point game. To the paint, here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Outside Jackson. An easy 2 points on the layup. Jackson's got 8 points.
Yeah, he's like a surgeon down low operating in the paint. He is incredibly effective there.
Junior drains it from beyond the arc. And the Bulls lead by 6.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Cobb. Not a lot of room. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Cobb. Cobb's got his 4th assist in this one. Passes it to Junior. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. For Chicago, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. Free throw good, Junior. Griffin's checked in for Detroit. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Chicago. Zach LaVine comes in for White. And both free throws good for Junior. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Now here's Wright. D right on him. Pass to Cobb. Nice D from LaVine.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Count it. LaVine's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
As soon as LaVine hits a few of these, you know he's feeling it. Just keep getting him the rock.
Outside Griffin. Back to Wright. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. He's got 8.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
Now here's Junior. Guarded by Wright. LaVine for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
The Bulls making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Junior the pass to Williams. To the inside. Here's Junior. And it's Wright sending it back. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. And now another look at that mobile 1-block defensive performance.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
For Detroit, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. The first one falls.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And so Wright nails both of them. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Outside LaVine. Junior dishes to Markkanen. Pass to Junior. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. It's good on the putback.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Pistons trail by 6. Wright looking around. Markkanen pulls it in.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
And it's Junior missing.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
Wright, the pass to Ellington. And yes, it's good. Ellington's got his first bucket in this one.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Outside, Levine. The feed to Junior. 29 seconds left to play in the third. And he comes up with the deuce. Gafford's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And here's Griffin. He's been producing a fair amount of offense night in and night out as he's averaging 14 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 2 points. That one goes.
The agility Griffin possesses, are you kidding me? He's superb at using his speed to gut the defense to pieces.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Bulls out front. They're up by 4. And do not go away as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Inside, it's Young and Markkanen. Junior's out there with White, and it's Valentine in at the 3.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Cobb comes in for Wright, and the Bulls making a change here as well. Carter, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Free throw no good for Junior.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Cobb passes to Griffin. Jackson looking around. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Free throw good, Junior. Porter's checked in for Denzel Valentine. And both free throws good for Junior.
And typically not this reliable at the line, but tonight he's been terrific.
The pass to Jackson. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound, Plumlee. Good work defensively by Carter. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bulls. 6-point lead. White dishes to Young. Trying to get open is Carter. And Young with the basket on the assist by White.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
And Cobb gets it to go.
Just a glimpse of how crafty Cobb can be. No wonder this guy has been in the public eye forever.
Now, here's Junior. He's covered closely. And he gets the bucket.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Pistons trail by 8. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Dwayne Casey went over with his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Jackson passes to Plumlee. Outside Jackson. Poked loose. Feeds to Junior. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And it's a 10-point Chicago lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now here's Cobb. He's tightly guarded. For the three, buries the long-range jumper. Cobb's got 5 points now in the quarter.
When Cobb gets the ball, you have to run him off the check. He loves the catch-and-shoot situation.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Chicago with the ball. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. White against Wright. Here's Carter. And that one good. And the Bulls lead by 9.
Oh, with clean mechanics. Carter Jr. shoots with confidence. Not much else the D can do there.
And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Junior with the ball. And Young slams it home.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss, but we'll see how long they can make this last.
Cobb, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot they're trying to work for at their offensive end.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
The coaching staff encourages Cobb to take pull-up J's. I mean, they know it helps his confidence.
To the middle, and Junior throws it down.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Now, here's Cobb. Defense right on him. 3-pointer. Another 3 for Detroit.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
But when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Chicago.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Junior.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Passes to Cobb. A 3-ball. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Cobb's got 33 points. And an intentional foul right there. Gets the first. That makes it a 7-point lead.
There's so many love.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. But they'll get another chance. Carter kicks to Junior. White dishes to Junior. Cobb with the steal. They're running. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Refusing to let the defense dictate to him.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.